Tom White, D.A. Davidson Managing Director and Senior Research Analyst, joining us right now to walk us through these numbers here. $435 million in revenue in the most recent quarter. That looks good here. And even when you break it down in segment, particularly when it comes to that Premier Agent business, it looks good. What do you make of it, Tom?
Yeah, look, I think as far as the fourth quarter results, looks pretty strong across the board. As you mentioned, kind of consolidated revenue beat by a little bit, but then you look down at the individual segments and you're seeing beats in all the right places. And, right now I think investors are most focused on that kind of legacy core Premier Agent advertising business of Zillow. There you saw a nice upside. And so, as far as the quarterly numbers, they look good. The guidance, a little bit more mixed on the top line, looks to kind of the range of guidance brackets consensus, but a little bit light on EBITDA. So suspect that we'll probably hear something about incremental investment, potentially some hiring when the earnings call starts here in about 45 minutes.
How active a buyer is Zillow in housing right now? For a long time, the stories about Zillow surrounded its iBuying program, the algorithmic house pricing and purchasing plan that it did, and the fact that it kind of got caught offsides when the housing market turned. Where are we with that?
Yeah, so the iBuying business is shut down. That was a few quarters ago, a high-profile kind of retreat.
Is there any residue from that, Tom, in the financials at all?
No, it's basically been purged out of the financials. Okay. Investors are able to kind of focus on kind of the core legacy business. Interestingly, today they actually launched a partnership with the pure play iBuyer called Opendoor. So they are participating sort of in a partnership-driven way in kind of the iBuying
they can't get
activity.
away from it.
Well, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to use it more as a lead gen source for trying to get seller leads. So, you're potentially exploring selling your house. You're on Zillow.com, maybe looking at comps in your neighborhood. You can now basically reach out, get an instant quote from Opendoor, or in the same place you can, make contact with a Premier Agent who can help you kind of list it the traditional way.
Well, that brings us the broader question here, Tom. And when you get on this call here, the idea that do we then sort of start to look at IMT, look at the media and technology business, the ad business, and say, this is what this company is, and this is how investors have to value the company?
Yeah, look, I think the way we think about it is that legacy IMT and Premier Agent business is a spectacular asset, right? Zillow is one of these rare internet brands that's effectively a verb. They've got the lion's share of all user engagement and time spent when it comes to researching real estate online. We think that franchise is very stable. But the reality is that it's really only monetizing a very small part of the total real estate market. It's only really monetizing buy-side transactions. Zillow really doesn't figure out a way yet to crack the sell side. That's what iBuying was supposed to be, and now they're trying to figure out new ways to monetize the sell side. So we think there's a larger kind of addressable market here that they can go after.